are having a fantastic day. I wanted to take just a few minutes and talk to you up close and personal. You know, this is one of those years that has been like no other year we've ever experienced. And it's about to be even more critical as we move into the election part of the year in November. And as much as I try to kind of stay over here when it comes to politics and all that stuff that swirls around in our world, I realize that I can't just sit still this year because this is a critical year. I can't just be quiet this year because this is a critical year. And we really have to step back out of the whole news, the media, the politics that are swirling around, and really start digging deep into who we are and ask ourselves, what can I do for 4 more years? Because here's the reality. The reality is I'm exhausted. I'm exasperated. I'm tired. I'm worn out. I am beat down between everything that has gone on in 2020 on top of everything else that we would have to deal with from a normal year. This year has exhausted me, and we're not even through the full year yet. So you have to really step back and ask yourself, how much am I willing to do 4 more years? So we have to forget politics, forget party, forget all of that stuff, and really just step back and ask yourself, each individual, what can I do 4 more years of? And you have to soul search and get that answer. And you have to dig down deep and get that answer. You have to look at all of the things that we have facing us and all of the things that we are going to move into, and really ask yourself, what can I do for 4 more years? And then when we do that, that's what's going to help drive our decision in November. But we've got to be practical, and we've got to use common sense, and we've got to ask ourselves, what can I do 4 more years of? And when we ask ourselves that questions, we have to ask ourselves that question. We have to take into consideration so many other things bigger than us, bigger than you and me. We have to talk about our children. What can our children take 4 more years of? What can our economy take 4 more years of? What can us in our own mental state take 4 more years of? And we have to really know that those things matter. What about our spiritual state? What can we take 4 more years of? So we have to know the answers to those questions when we walk in and vote in November. And I'm asking you, I'm not telling you who to vote for. I'm not telling you when to vote. I am just telling you to vote, whether it's early, whether it's mail in, whatever it is, get it done. But don't take a chance on your vote being not counted. So make sure you vote early enough, or you get it in early enough, because every single vote is going to count this year like no other year we've ever had. So we've got to truly dig down deep into our hearts and ask ourselves, what is it that's going to matter? What will we be able to take 4 more years of? Whether it's this candidate or this candidate, what can we do 4 more years of? I'm going to soul search. I'm going to turn the TV off. I'm going to stop looking at feeds on the internet. I'm going to really pray about it and ask God to give me the guidance that I need of what can I take 4 more years of. Because here is what I know. Here is what I know. Me, not you, me. This is what I know. We are not loving each other enough. We are not taking care of each other enough. And we are not finding ways to be connected enough. That's what I recognize. You may not recognize that in your life. This is what my life is showing. So that means I've got to do more. I've got to be more. I've got to say more. Because if we sit in silence, we are not moving things forward the way they need to be moved. So this year, more than any other year, ask yourself, what can I take 4 more years of? How can I live 4 more years in what? And when you can answer that question, you'll know in your heart of hearts what you need to do and who you need to vote for. Turn off all of the noise around you. Dig in your heart, search your soul, ask yourself. The key is, don't forget to vote. Every single one will count in 2020.